I'm Jean Carlson and I'm a plein air painter. So, you are a painter and you want to become an artist. If that's the case, this video is for you. I have 3 steps that I think are crucial to think about if that's what you want to do. I'll go through those, and then later in the video, I'll talk to you and tell you the one question that I am asked most often, and I'll try to answer that. So let's start with going from being a painter to what you might consider yourself as an artist. There are things to consider before you start. The first one is number 1, and that is making the decision to do so, which you apparently have done. Apparently, you are passionate enough about something that you want to become very, very good at so that you can be called an artist. It may be portraits, it may be still life, it may be landscape painting. Now, myself, I love nature, therefore, I already love being out in the open. So, plein air took me from where I used to be to transform me to where I am now. That's what I want you to do. So, you have the passion for what it is that you do, the discipline. Number two to consider is, do you want to commit? You have to commit the time. Many people think that artists are just very natural at what they do and they don't have to work at it, that they just paint these things and they appear. Well, I don't know of any artist that hasn't worked hard. Even artists who have 40, 50 years experience, they're still learning. They're still learning and getting better, and they know that they can get better because art is kind of something that there's something very elusive you're trying to capture, and you never seem to capture it. So it keeps your interest and it keeps your learning, and that's part of the beauty of it. I think it helps your brain. You have to reach out to the right side of your brain to be able to do this. So number 2 is the commitment. Put in the time, put it in your schedule, practice something that has to do with it and something you can learn about it every day. It doesn't have to take a long time. Just something that adds to the value of what it is that you do and you've learned and you can apply. So practice is in the second part too of the commitment. Put it on your schedule. Do something every day that has to do with it. Number three is consider this, what it is you're doing, as an investment. It is a long-term investment. You don't just snap your fingers and become this. It takes time and it takes many years usually to become really, really good at your art. I like to relate it to playing the piano. When you're learning to play the piano, you're learning all of the keys and notes. You're learning how to put together what it is you want to play. And you can play that and you can learn to put together some beautiful music. But if you play it technically, you're still at the beginning. If you play it with feeling, you become the Elton John of pianos. So when you play it with feeling, something happens. You know what when you hear it. When you hear something absolutely beautiful on the piano and you know that it's done with feeling, somehow they hold that key an extra little bit and it just goes into the next note. It's just remarkable. And that's what art is. You learn something intangible and it's within you and it can't be taken away. It's the knowledge that you have. And then you can apply that knowledge to your canvas. Now, hopefully you will take these steps and start today, because that's what you need to do, because it does take a long time. Now let's get into the question that I'm most asked. The question I most asked when I'm out there painting is, how long did it take you to paint that? Even at events, they'll say, how long did it take you to do that? Really, I'll tell you, the real answer is taken years, because it's the knowledge that you have acquired to be able to do that. And some of these paintings, if you want to say, okay, you set it up, you did it and you're done with it, if you want to go to that and think about that particular thing, some take longer than others. Sometimes you've just accessed the part of the brain and the magic happens, and it doesn't take long at all. And really, you're surprised yourself because it actually happened. It came together well, and it's a beautiful piece. Doesn't always happen. Sometimes things take longer, and you know you're going to go back and study it and do a little detail on it that you think it needs. And you know, some artists took months, even years, to complete a painting because they want it to be perfect. The perfection thing, reaching the perfection, I think will drive you nuts. So each piece that you do, I think, is a learning experience for the next piece. And that is what takes you on the journey uphill to go from the painter that you are to becoming a true artist. So if you need any help with anything along your journey, I've been on your journey, and I'm still on that journey, and I'm at 217-791-8672.